Hola mi amore, ¿cómo estás? Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, what's good? I'm good. Alright, so I actually don't know what to say, which is quite weird because I'm a talker. But anyway, I think I can do the talking after the video. Let's just get straight into the video because this is on my chest and I want to let it out. Right. Okay, so first of all, I don't know what to title this video because I don't know. But whatever title I end up coming with, enjoy the story. Enjoy! So where do I start? Where does one start? Actually. Whew. So maybe I can start with the fact that as a child I grew up in a comfortable environment. I grew up having a soft life. I got everything I needed, I got everything I wanted and more, you know. Sometimes I got things that I didn't even want, you know, and that really came with having parents that were wealthy and parents who had their firstborn child and wanted to do everything for this child, you know. They have this child that they've been wanting to have. They're in a new marriage, they have their lives sorted out, and here I am. I'm a blessing to them, and so is every other child, and they're happy to have me, you know. So my parents were pretty supportive of me and the things that I did as a child. My sports events, they would attend my sports events. When there are prize givings, they would attend my prize givings, and they would make sure that I knew that I was appreciated and loved and seen, most importantly, you know. I think everything started going south after my parents had their second child, right? My little sister. And after she came, it was okay, you know. I understood that I was 14, just by the way, when they had my little sister. And I understood that there's a new child, there's a new baby, they're excited, I'm excited, everybody is excited. We love this child, we want to give this child love, you know. I want to give this child the same love that they showed me, you know. And I think like 2 years went by, and that's where I felt like, okay, seems like the loving is all on her now and there's nothing on me, you understand? So yeah, I guess that's after she was born, that's when I started to feel unseen, and that I was not acknowledged, and that I was not loved, and that I was not appreciated, you know. You are this person that used to be loved, everything you wanted and everything you needed was given to you ASAP, but now you ask for something and it's always, you know, your sister this, you know, your sister needs this, you know, your sister needs this, you understand? And this was not even about money. You please understand that rich parents, one thing about them, they can give you money, especially rich parents with no direction. They can give you money. One thing about rich parents with no direction, they will give you money. You understand? They have no problem with giving you money. The moment you ask for love, the moment you ask for affection, it's difficult for them because all they know how to give now is money, and they think money is a substitute for love. You understand? So they just bombard me with money, and they would bombard me with physical things, and material stuff. You know, that's what they would bombard me with. But it's not what I wanted. I wanted love. I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to feel accepted and seen. And things were I thought things were bad after my little sister was born. But after my little brother was born, 4 years after my little sister, it was a mess. It was a mess. At this point in time, I felt so invisible to my parents. I started cutting myself. I started banking classes. I just started including myself in things that I shouldn't have, and I started engaging in things that I shouldn't have engaged in, right? I would purposefully choose the wrong crowd. I would just do some horrible things, and it took me some time to get over everything. It took me some time to say, you know what, this is actually not what I want. This is actually something that I don't want for myself. And so I didn't want to become a drunkard. I did not want to become a drug addict. I knew that I did not want drugs. I knew that I did not want alcohol. And while so many people choose alcohol and drugs as their way of consoling themselves and just hiding from the world, I felt as though prostitution was going to do it for me. At this point in time, I'm in my matric, and it's my last year in high school. I think most of us go out of line during our matric year. So my parents weren't really scared because of what I was going through. They probably saw it as a phase, as a matriculant, somebody who's doing their last year in high school. And they probably saw it as, okay, now she's going through a phase and she'll be fine, let's just talk to her, she'll be okay, let's just reprimand her, she'll be okay. But it wasn't that. I wasn't going through a phase. I was feeling unloved, I was feeling unappreciated by them, I was feeling unseen. And so I engaged in prostitution. And while I did not need the money, for some reason, I felt safe. I felt wanted. I felt needed. Because men will need you for sex. And so I felt needed. I felt wanted. And I felt appreciated. More than anything, when they hugged me, sometimes I felt like it was my mom's hug. Sometimes I felt like it was my dad's hug. And nobody understood what I was going through. Nobody knew what I was going through. As a matter of fact, I had an addiction to sex and to feeling wanted and to feeling needed and to feeling seen. And I did not realize that it was just as bad as being an alcoholic and being a drug addict. I did not realize that it was just as bad, And so I decided that this is what I'm going to do to get the love that I need. And to be quite honest, when I was doing all of this and when I was selling my body, I wasn't doing it for these people. I was doing it for myself. And most importantly, I was doing it so that my parents could at least see that there was something wrong, that I was drowning, that I was dying inside, that I was not okay. I wore trashy clothes. It bothered them. But for a short time. I mean, they would give me attention, which is what I wanted. But that attention would not last. I could even see that what I was going through after my little sister was born is what she was going through now that my little brother was born. And I didn't want her to go down the same road that I went down. And so I decided that, you know what, it's important for me to change my ways. It's important for me to give this girl the love that she needs, the love that I knew from back then, because she was still young. She was still young. At least it happened to me when I was 14 years old, 15 years old. She was 4 years old and she was young. And she was being neglected like I was. And so I decided, you know what, it's really time I take matters into my own hands, and I just love this girl. Just love this girl and give this girl my time, give this girl my attention. I managed to make a lot. I managed to make a lot of money during the prostitution, but I didn't need it. I already had enough. If there was a bank for love that my parents could constantly deposit money into, maybe that would have been better. But whatever I did, whatever I engaged in, they just didn't care, you know? They just didn't care. And I felt like I needed that love. I felt like I needed that attention. And so that is why I became a prostitute. That is why I sold my body to men. And the most important thing is that I didn't realize that while you can see an alcohol addict on their forehead and a drug addict on their forehead, it's written on their foreheads, but soul ties are not written on people's foreheads, you know. Soul ties are not written. We hear about them, but they're not written on people's faces. They're not written on people's foreheads. So I didn't consider it. I didn't think that maybe being a drug addict will be better than being a prostitute. I didn't. I'm not saying it is better. I'm not saying it would have been better, but it probably would have. I don't know. And now I sleep with terrors and I dream of these men, and I've lost count, honestly, of how many men I've slept with. I still dream about them. I still think about them. There's no amount of showering that can take away how dirty I feel right now. But I am trusting in time. I think time does heal all things. And I'm just trusting in time to fix me, to fix myself, to love myself, to embrace myself. You know, the most important thing is loving yourself and just taking care of yourself. I think now I'm off ramping, and I think I'm about to close this video right here. Probably is short, but that's it. Needing my parents' love and wanting to be seen is the reason why I became a prostitute, despite the fact that I did not need the money. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you took something from it. And just to confirm again, it is just a fictional story. I did not go through this, but there might have been somebody who's going through this. Not something similar, but somebody might want to be seen. Somebody might want to feel appreciated. Check with yourself first, you know. Check with yourself first. Love yourself first. See yourself first. And while I understand that it's important to feel wanted, it's in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You want to feel needed, you want to feel loved, but start with yourself. Love yourself first. Need yourself first. And know that your family, your blood family, is not the only place where you can get love. I think I get and now this is not fiction, but for me, I really get a lot of love from my friends, from the people I come across in my life. And I take that love with both hands. I take it and I give it with both hands. So just take care of yourself first. Love yourself first. Please subscribe to my channel. Please click the notification button so that you can get a video every time I post. And like this video. Please, 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 please like this video. And I will see you in my next one. Te quiero mucho. I love you so much.